talking about you helper. Yeah, niggas ain't got no ball, ain't got no tackle.
What's good with everybody, man? How to get over suicidal thoughts. Let's get it. So this video is gonna be a little collaboration video. One of my bros is also gonna be speaking on this. We're both gonna try to help anybody who going through any type of situation out. So let's get it. You gotta learn how to be able to love yourself. You gotta learn how to be happy with just you. Because let me bring this up real quick. You go outside, right? And everybody, you had a terrible day, okay? But you love yourself, right? So you guys gotta come to realize that when you have a terrible day, it's only a terrible day because you made it one. That's what a lot of guys don't understand. It's only a terrible day because you made it one. Nobody else did. So when you're able to take that accountability, you made it a terrible day and you love yourself, you good, bro, because you go outside and you're not blaming it on nobody. It's just you. You got to stop blaming what you feel on other people outside of you, because to be real, you can't control what other people do. They're going to view you the way that they view you. They're going to perceive stuff the way that they perceive things. You can't control it. So you guys got to come to realize that if you come to realize that it's only you, that you're the reason that you had a terrible day, and all it is changing your perception. That's all it is. You change your mind, you change your whole life. You change your perception, how you perceive your day, how you view a terrible, bad day, that you could change your whole life. Now the second way on how to get over suicidal thoughts, you got to really ask yourself, what does it mean if I do this right now? What does it mean if you really leave here? Is you're going to end up thinking about, why do I really even want to leave? Oh, you're having a terrible life. You don't like the situation that you're in. But another thing that you guys got to come to realize is that this is what you're built for. This is what you're built for this shit. No matter who you is, no matter what you look like, no matter who you know, you could be born into a household that's more set up than other people's, right? You could be born, it doesn't matter what you do, right? It doesn't matter how you came up. It doesn't matter, none of that. You are built for this. It's just what it is. So you guys got to come to realize that we're in a big game. So you wanting to do this is super common. It's obvious. It's a part of the game. It is. Because once you do this, you really didn't do this. Once you do this, you still here. This isn't here though. You don't have to experience this no more. But you don't know that after you do that, you're not positive that once you leave here, it's going to be better than this. You don't know that. You don't know if it's going to be worse, but you also don't know if it's going to be better. The reason why you don't know that is because that's how it's set up. Notice how you never know what after death is, what afterlife is. You never know. You only know what you have right now. That's all you know. So therefore, the fact that you only know what you got going on right now, just live and experience. Oh, you wake up tomorrow, you have a bad day. You got to come to realize that that's just another level in the game. That's just another level. Yesterday you was on level 5. Tomorrow you on level 6. You could be stuck on level 6 for a month. You're eventually going to get to level 7 because you're going to go through it. The thing with this game stuff, right, is as long as you keep moving, you will level up. If you stop moving, levels will keep on going. But you guys got to come to realize that this game is ran by perception. This game is ran by how you view, how you perceive. That's all it's ran by. So when you wake up tomorrow, the reason you shouldn't do this is simply because you're built for this. The reason you shouldn't do this is simply because there's a bunch of people going through the same thing that you going through. Why? Because we all in the game. Why? Because we all got a perception. We all human beings. We all can have the ability to be aware of the moment. We all have the ability to be aware of the awareness that notices how we're feeling on a day-to-day. You ever realize that? That's a beautiful gift. We can always be aware of what's going on. Always. Sometimes we just not. And that's another part of the game. It's all up to you. You just got to unlock that level. And in order to unlock it, you got to stop focusing on unlocking it and just do it. That's how it works. Just keep in mind that this is a big game. If you do this, you're not doing nothing. Your bro still got to go through the game. Number 3, you got to learn to drop the ego. Like I said, we in a game. We all are able to be aware of how we feel. So since we're all able to be aware of how we feel, why would you go outside and think that you're better than somebody? Why? Because they on level 2 and you on level 6? Oh, so you better than them, right? But what about the people who created the levels? The people who created the levels, what level is they on? You better than them too? Are they better than you? They're not better than you. You got to come to realize that you're not better than anybody. We're all the same. No matter what they know, no matter what you know, no matter how much money they got, no matter anything, we're all the same. We all have the ability to sit back, and we all have the ability to do this. It's just what it is. We all go through it. But you got to come to realize that the people who don't do this, they're just going to continue because they're aware that it's a huge game that can be controlled by you. It's ran by perception. Don't do it. It's not that serious. It's actually very simple. I'm going to pass it off to my bro though. Let's get it.
Man, first of all, before you ever think about committing suicide, always tell yourself it's always a person in a worse situation than you. For instance, me, I had situations with almost committing suicide plenty of times. From me actually trying to physically do it and me just having the thought of doing it. But with that being said is that you're natural. It's going to come points of time in your life where you feel like you want to give up, where you feel like you're not built for the grind anymore. You're not built to keep persevering through life. But one thing I noticed about life is that only the strong survive. Yeah, we all die when it's our time to go. But for you to kill yourself, it's like, what was really your point of doing that? Is it because you were outcast? Is it because people bullying you in school? Or is it just simply because you just want to leave everything behind because everything is getting harder in life as you grow old? And I be sitting telling myself, damn, bro, you really came a long way from having suicidal thoughts to now making my mind up to actually have business plans, to change my perception of life, to be able to do the things that I need to do so I can keep persevering. Trust me, man. The more you just persevere, you're gonna be so proud of how far you came. I witnessed this firsthand. My own mother told me she didn't want to have kids. Recently, this year, my mother literally told me she didn't want to have kids. But she said she could have had an abortion on me, but she decided to keep me. My own mother said when she had me, I was the best thing that ever happened to her. She said I changed her life in a positive way, which means that even though I personally didn't ask to be here, And a lot of times I be asking myself, like, why am I here anyway? The more I persevere, that's the more I make my mother proud. And that's what I always tell myself. If I was to commit suicide, this wouldn't affect only me. This would affect generations. I got younger siblings. I got younger sister. I got a younger sister. I got 2 younger brothers, and I got older siblings. Just imagine, if I was to kill myself, only thing that's doing is letting them know that it's okay to kill yourself. Look at your hair. Look at your eyes. Look at your scars. You're built different because you somebody special, not because you ugly. And that's one thing I told myself, man. The more you embrace being different, that's the more you stand out. When I was in school, a lot of people would pick on me because my scars, a lot of them went away, but I got I got acne now, so you can't really see the scars, but I got like little marks on my face from I had even when I was younger. A lot of people used to be like, bro, why this nigga look like that? This nigga got all them scars in his face, he went to war, shit like that. But want me to tell you how I persevered? I looked myself in the mirror and I told myself I would never ever let nobody play with me. I'ma forever be great. I'ma forever stand tall and hold my peace forever.